Poetry. Poetry is what I do. The thing about it is, I really wasn't taking this as a genuine career thing. I was just doing it for an enjoyable set that allowed me to get some peace of mind. Because really and truly, poets don't make money. And I mean, money isn't everything in life, but you need money to survive. And you can sit down and write poetry for your entire life, but if you do that, you face the stigma of being a lot of things. None of them really too positive. And if people don't read the poetry or take in what you do, that impact that you're supposed to have that balances out the negative interpretation or conception of who you are never really gets out there. So I wasn't really taking this seriously as a thing that I could do on a professional level, because no matter how good I think I am or how great I think my poetry is, it doesn't mean that the world's going to respond to that, and it doesn't mean that it's going to get where it needs to go. But I did finish. But then I finished the second book. Technically, it's the third book. I never got to do anything with the first one. I still can't find it, so I never really got to put it into a book form. So, anyways, the second book that I actually got to put into print. So I haven't finished publishing it. I still have to do some editing. But let's get past. I still have like about a week of editing left. But once that's done, that's gonna be released. Like I said, self-published. Which self-publisher in this world expects to make money off of that? But either way, the book's called The World and How I See It, in 5 lines, more or less, subtitle. So it's like the idea. What struck me now is that the fact that it's not so much that I'm gonna make money with it, but there was this fulfillment, or this feeling that I got when I finished it, that I accomplished something. And felt like I painted a picture. If you ever painted a picture that was you could sit back and look at that picture and be proud of the picture you painted, and I was proud of that picture. But then I realized along those lines came with a lot of things that you can't. There's other ways to really make that an economical thing. That you can offer services, your publishing, etc., etc. You can help anyone edit, help them with their self-publishing projects. That's forms of income, like, simple things like that. But along the lines, I learned, basically, I've come to the conclusion that I need to start taking this a little bit more seriously, and my brain's a little bit more clear on what I can deliver as a poet and what I can bring across with my version of artistry. So, anyways, the real semblance of this is like, just look out for that book. It's coming. It's gonna be worthwhile. After this is gonna have a bunch of videos, or a bunch of promotions that are basically poems from the book itself. I don't usually reread poems that I've already written, because I don't think they have the same impact. But I think I'm gonna have to change that outlook and change that approach and change that delivery a little bit. But that being said, just keep an eye out for that, and that's what's coming up now. But I'll never do one of these videos without putting a poem in it, unless I'm gonna sit here and talk about some societal things, like, But I have nothing heavy to talk about, so let's do a little short poem before the video's done, and then keep an eye out for that. I wake up thinking, maybe I'm not thinking, feeling like I was drinking drunk, like my emotions have sunk to the point of depression, hunched over my keyboard trying to type something in. I can't. I'm losing. But then I ask myself, what's the point of trying to win? Will I get in? I'm the genie, the gin. Remember, I'm drunk. Let me think about that line again. Maybe I'm the genie, the gin, the one granting wishes. One giving people wishes, talking about, I want to be a millionaire. All right, I'll show you how you could get there. It's hard work. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Uh, Hard work isn't something that people want or they understand. Hard work isn't something that people think they can accomplish, which doesn't make any sense to me, because if you work hard, you get what you need to get. You see me, I'm in debt, but that's a different story. That's not something I'm running away from. It's not something I'm running and saying, I won't pay. Come on. Like, think about it seriously. I have responsibilities and things that I need to do. I have a lot of people in my past that would have helped me and see me through. But I gave up all my privileges and all the things that I've had just to see the other side of the coin. The world that's talking about they never had these things. They never had a cat D that was trying to push them along, a dad D that was going to rush them along. Me, I never had any of that. I always wondered why my life was so right and they complained that their life was so wrong. Decisions have led us to many places, and I've seen many faces, and I've regretted some of the choices I've made. But I don't regret it, because I've sit here being able to. That's stupid.